Hey again guys, so I have another review for you today, and that is on Pushing the Limits by McGarry, and as always I'll read you the back of the book. They say be a good girl, get good grades, be popular. They know nothing about me. I can't remember the night that changed my life. The night I went from top of the pyramid to loner freak, and my family are determined to keep it that way. They said therapy was supposed to help. They didn't expect Noah. Noah is the dangerous boy my parents warned me about, but the only one who'll listen. The only one who'll help me find the truth. I know every kiss, every promise, every touch is forbidden. But what if finding your destiny means breaking all the rules? A brave and powerful novel about loss, change, and growing up, but most of all, love. Okay, so this is an uncorrected proof. I put the cover just before the start of this video, and I love the finished cover. I think it's really different to other YA contemporary novels, having their faces but it not actually be a photograph. I don't know how to describe it, but I love the sort of black, grey and orangey redness of the cover. I think it's sort of really powerful cover. Perfect for the characters of Noah and Echo. I also really like the US cover as well, where it's a girl and a boy sort of standing by lockers and he's sort of like leaning over her about to kiss her. I like that cover as well because again it looks just like the characters are supposed to, so again a really good representative cover, which you guys know I like. So yeah, this is an ARC, but I am going to buy the finished copy. I have it on pre-order because this was one of my most highly anticipated releases of the year, and I know I don't read a lot of contemporary, but something just from that synopsis just drew me in. I thought I have to read about this book, and then early reviews were coming out and they were all positive. I thought I need this, and I wanted it back in March, I think was when I first heard about it, and it was killing me to have to wait until August to read this. So when Mirror Ink sent me the ARC really early, they sent it to me, I don't know, June I think, sometime in June. It was really hard to not read it straight away. I waited until the middle of July, and oh my goodness, this is going to turn into a fangirl review, but I'm going to try and tell you what is so good about this book without going off on a tangent. What I loved about this book is, yes, it's contemporary, and yes, the romance in it is a huge part of this book, I'm not going to lie, but there's so much more to it than that. Echo and Noah are wonderfully crafted characters. I just fell in love with those characters, more so Noah, but you know. Oh my gosh, see, I'm already off on one. They both have scars, they both have issues, and they both have these reputations and these images. Echo used to be that popular preppy girl, and then a horrific accident completely changed her life. She was horrifically scarred all on her arms. She has these raised, horrible scars that she keeps hidden from the world because people already stare at her because she's become more isolated and completely different to how she used to be. But she wears long sleeves all the time, and she's more introverted now than she used to be, and so she's completely changed. And Noah, he lost his parents in a fire, and his younger brothers have been taken into foster care, and he's also in foster care but in a different home, and he is basically fighting to try and get his brothers back, but he's kind of a stoner and bad boy image, and they both meet. They think they're completely different, but of course they fall in love with each other eventually. But it's that growth, and they change each other without realizing the positive effects that each one has on the other. And I think the mystery of Echo's scars, because she's repressed the memory of this night because it's so horrific, her mind's blanked it out, so she's in therapy. And then Noah is also in therapy because of losing his parents and trying to keep him in school and all of that. And they meet, and she's forced to tutor him. He has to accept the tutoring if he wants to see his brothers. And seeing them change and fall in love with each other was really good. But back to the repressed memory, you kind of figure it out along with Echo. She's completely blanked it from mine, and they won't tell her what happened because they think it will be too much for her mind and she'll have a total breakdown. So she has to gradually remember by herself. But she finds an ally in Noah, and he promises to help her, whereas everyone else seems to be reluctant. He's there, he's going to be with her every step of the way. And even the secondary characters like Noah's friends, Beth and Isaiah, they were they were stoners, but seeing how they bonded together and made like a sort of mini family was really, really sweet. And I'm really looking forward to reading Dare to You, which is Beth's story. It comes out, I don't know when it comes out, but it says coming soon at the back of this book, so hoping it's not too long away. I really, really did love this book. Their romance was so sweet. I don't really know why it says every touch is forbidden. There's nothing really stopping them. There is pressure from their friends, like Echo's friends are still majorly popular, and they don't like Noah, and they think it's, they're going to take a social hit from her being with him. And Beth, Noah's friend, really doesn't like Echo because she thinks she's one of those popular, snobby, horrible girls. So, but it's not really forbidden, so I probably wouldn't have put that little tagline in. But at the end of the day, when I was reading this, the thought that came into my mind was it was kind of like Simone Alcalez's Perfect Chemistry series meets sort of a John Greenish type. I know it's not about cancer, so it's not really like The Fault in Our Stars, but just as I was reading, it just made me feel the same way that John Green's writing did. And it was really amazing. I love that we got both Echo and Noah's points of view. It was alternating chapters. Both characters were written equally as well. Their romance was quite hot, to be honest. I swooned. I really, really loved this book. I'm sorry that this has kind of been a rave, but I recommend this book to absolutely everyone. I mean, I've pre-ordered the finished copy because I will probably just reread my arc and keep my finished copy all nice. But it was truly amazing. 5 out of 5 for me. I recommend it to everyone. If you are a YA contemporary lover, obviously you're going to want to check this one out because I thought it was amazing. But for those that don't necessarily read a lot of contemporary or don't think it's for them, I would say give this one a try. I think it had so much more to it than just a romance. It was learning to deal with scars, moving on, but I felt like it was a true love situation. I feel like they really grew to have this true love for each other. They helped each other. It did tackle some sort of serious issues. Echo in the end is far more forgiving than I would have been. I'll just say that. I think I personally would have been more like her mother and held a grudge and just not been able to let it go. But that's my own knowledge of my own personality. I don't think I would have forgiven so well. You really feel for these characters. I think you feel their anger and frustration as if it was your own. It's so well written. So 5 out of 5. Definitely check this out, and thanks so much for watching.